Holder and the radical left, the miscreants and malcontents, they're right. This isn't about Ferguson, Missouri. This is about the whole country. This is about dragging down the entire country, pushing us through the meat grinder. It's about societal mutation. It's not just about Ferguson, Missouri, like Holder said today. I agree with him in this. Cut 19, Mr. Producer. Don't mean to surprise you on this. Go.
It also developed a need to develop and to widely disseminate law enforcement best practices for responding to public demonstrations. The Department of Justice has begun this work.
Stop. Is there some issue with police practices in dealing with public demonstrations? What does that have to do with anything? Do you notice how it keeps changing, the argument? I thought the argument was that we had a white police officer who executed a black teenager. Well, that's not what happened. A white officer did not execute a black teenager. An officer, trying to do his job, wound up defending himself against a 300-pound, 6'4" man. Now, if he's a black teenager, we're sending an awful lot of teenagers off to war, aren't we, ladies and gentlemen? And we don't call them teenagers. We call them young men. How is it that this young man is now a teenager? Why? Well, we know why, because it fits the narrative. White cop shoots black teenager. And day after day, week after week, month after month, this is pretty much the way the media have reported it. Right? A policeman shot an unarmed black teenager. This has been going on for months, this kind of propaganda. So apparently our police departments don't have best practices for responding to public demonstrations. Go ahead, Mr. Producer.
We'll continue to work with communities around the country in this regard. The reality is that what we see in Ferguson is not restricted to Ferguson.
Stop. Well, what do we see in Ferguson that's not restricted to Ferguson? White cops executing black teenagers? What is he talking about, ladies and gentlemen? Does he even know what he's talking about? What is it that's happened in Ferguson that's not restricted to Ferguson? The community doesn't trust the cops. Truthfully, I keep hearing this. Well, where is it? Where's this information? Prior to this shooting, was Ferguson a hotbed of cops facing off against citizens? No. We buy these assumptions, these myths that are intended to project the left's agenda, the radical agenda. And now we're told this is happening in police departments all over the country. Let me tell you a little secret, Mr. Holder. The same people who are suspicious of local law enforcement are suspicious of the United States Marshals, are suspicious of the drug enforcement agents, are suspicious of FBI agents. They're suspicious of law enforcement, period. Go ahead.
Other communities around this country that have these same issues that have to be dealt with. And
what same issues that have to be dealt with? This all started with a flat-out lie. A flat-out lie that's been disproved time and time and time again, and now by a grand jury. So what do the malcontents and the miscreants do? They attack the prosecutor and the grand jury. And you have morons on TV doing that. And by the way, among the liberal media outlets that have fomented violence, we want to point to MSNBC, which actually hires Al Sharpton as a host, despite the fact he's relatively illiterate.